The church was quiet in the way only old buildings know how to be, heavy with incense, candle wax, and prayers that had soaked into the stone over generations. Midnight mass had ended minutes ago, yet neither of them had left. Evelyn sat 3 rows from the back, her coat folded neatly on her lap, fingers knotted together as if holding herself in place. The choir's final hymn still echoed faintly in her chest, stirring something she had spent years burying. Midnight always did that to her, Christmas especially. It stripped away distractions and left only truth. At the altar rail, Daniel lingered with his head bowed. He had not gone to confession that night, though he had intended to. Some sins, he believed, could not be spoken aloud, not even to God. A single candle flickered near the nativity scene, casting soft shadows on the carved figures. When Evelyn finally stood, the pew creaked loudly in the stillness. Daniel looked up, startled, their eyes meeting for the first time. "Sorry," she whispered, gesturing at the noise. He smiled faintly. "You didn't disturb anything." I think the silence was already restless. They stood there, strangers bound by the same unwillingness to leave. Outside, bells rang softly, welcoming Christmas morning. "Are you waiting for someone?" Daniel asked. She shook her head. "No, I think I'm waiting for myself to be ready." He understood more than he expected. "That makes 2 of us." They walked slowly toward the side chapel, drawn by the quiet glow of candles. The confessional stood empty, its door slightly ajar. "I used to come every year," Evelyn said, surprising herself with how easily the words came. "After my husband died, I stopped. I kept asking God why he took someone so good and left someone like me behind." Daniel glanced at her. "And did you ever get an answer?" "No," she said softly. "But I learned how to stop listening." He exhaled, the sound heavy. "I listened too much. I heard my calling, followed it, and lost the woman I loved because I was afraid of being ordinary." Evelyn studied his face, the lines of regret, the quiet ache behind his eyes. "Do you still love her?" "Every day," he said. "But love doesn't always mean return. Sometimes it just means carrying the truth." They sat on a wooden bench beneath a stained glass window depicting angels mid-song. The colors shimmered faintly, as candlelight danced across them. "I blamed myself for surviving," Evelyn admitted. "For laughing again. For wanting more life." Daniel nodded. "I blamed myself for choosing faith over courage. I thought sacrifice made me holy. It just made me lonely." Silence settled between them, not awkward, but tender. Confession without walls. No priest, no penance. Just honesty. "I don't think healing comes from being forgiven," Evelyn said. "I think it comes from being seen." Daniel met her gaze, something warm breaking through the frost he'd lived with for years. "Then I see you," he said. Not broken, just human. Tears welled in her eyes, but she smiled. "And I see you, not lost. Just learning." When they finally stood, Christmas morning had arrived quietly, unnoticed but real. They walked out together into the cold night air, breath fogging, hearts lighter. They did not promise forever. They did not confess love. But they carried something holy with them, a shared truth, a gentle beginning, and the knowledge that sometimes grace arrives not through absolution, but through another soul brave enough to listen.